Thank you for tuning in to our pre-match coverage here on Spurs TV, and a warm welcome from me, Rob Daly, on what is a chilly evening in North London. Spurs play their first home game of 2020, and it comes against arguably the most formidable opposition in world football right now. Unbeaten Premier League leaders Liverpool have won 20 of their 21 games. Heung-min Son leads the line for Spurs with backup attacking support from Lucas Moura due to the injury to Harry Kane. If you are just joining us here on the broadcast, a reminder of the Spurs 11: Gazaniga in goal, Sanchez, Alderweireld and Tanganga the back three, Aurier, Eriksson, Winks and Rose across the middle, with Aurier and Rose as wing backs, and Lucas Moura and Dele Alli in behind. Heung-min Son, we expect, although it could be two up front with Lucas and Son. On the bench, Vertonghen, Lamela, Vorm, Dyer, Lo Celso, Sessegnon and Skip. There's no Harry Kane or Sissoko, both out until April at the earliest, and Dombele, Davis and Lloris unavailable too. Well, what an opportunity today for the 20-year-old centre-back Japhet Tanganga, who comes in for his Premier League debut. He has featured in the Carabao Cup and was a regular in pre-season, really impressing Mauricio Pochettino then. He has clearly caught the eye of Jose Mourinho and thrown him in against one of the most formidable attacks in European football. What an opportunity, what a moment for the academy product at Tottenham Hotspur. So it's three changes from the previous game, which was the 1-1 draw with Middlesbrough in the North East in the FA Cup. Those two sides meet back here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Tuesday night. Can Heung-min Son provide the goals that Spurs will undoubtedly lack due to the injured Harry Kane? Son did a fine job filling in for him last season as an out-and-out striker. Of course, a very different player to Harry Kane, but we know that Son can play up front and score in back-to-back matches. He has 5 in the Premier League this season, 10 in all competitions, and it's worth noting this is his Premier League return from suspension after that red card in the 2-0 loss here to Chelsea. The Liverpool players have just made their way out. A reminder very quickly of their 11. Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson the back four. A midfield three of Henderson, Wijnaldum and Oxlade-Chamberlain, the only player into the team for the injured Milner. And it's Salah, Firmino and Mane, the front three that Liverpool always go with in big games. On the bench, Adrian, Minamino, Lallana, Shaqiri, Origi and Phillips and Williams. Phillips just recalled from a loan at Stuttgart to play in the 1-0 win against Everton in the FA Cup. Danny Rose is back into the team today as well, clad in his Snowden training gear. He will play in the left back, left wing back role, left side of midfield role, whatever you want to call it, replacing Ryan Sessegnon, who enjoyed a run of games in the starting 11 under Mourinho. And Danny Rose, who's also just coming back from a calf issue of his own, we saw him miss some game time, will be tasked with not only trying to cross the ball into the Liverpool penalty area and get forward when the opportunity presents itself, but also try and stop Liverpool's in-form player at the moment, Mo Salah. So Liverpool, from their last possible 87 points in the Premier League, have picked up 85. and they have a rather formidable head-to-head record against Spurs in their last 4 meetings. However, Spurs met Liverpool at Wembley just over 2 years ago. Spurs got one of their great wins against the Reds in recent times, that 4-1 victory. But much has changed then for Liverpool and for Tottenham Hotspur. And Jose Mourinho was saying in his pre-match press conference, he is one of those who believes that Spurs can get a result today. Dele Alli scored the winning goal in Spurs' last victory. That came here on Boxing Day against Brighton. He has been revitalised since the arrival of Jose Mourinho, although his form was starting to pick up at the back end of the Pochettino era. And how he'd love to put in a big performance. He is a player for the big occasion. Against Liverpool today, he has 6 Premier League goals for Spurs. Only Harry Kane in the first team squad has more in 2019-20. So stay with us here for plenty more build up to Tottenham Hotspur against Liverpool. It's around 30 minutes until kick-off in North London. Spurs looking for their first victory of 2020. But for me, Rod Daly, for now, it is goodbye.
number 66, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And the Liverpool substitutes, number 13, Adrian, number 18, Tiffany Minamino, number 20, Anna Lamana, number 23, Sergio Shaqiri, number 27, Ridwan Marie, number 47, Daniel Phillips, number 76, Hugo Williams. And his third one, in goal, number 22, number 6, Tyson Sanchez. Number 7, number 23, Christian Anderson. Number 24, Saul Jordan. Number 27, Lewis Warren. And number 39, Jeanette Tanganga. And his first substitutes, 13, Michelle Raw. Number 5, Amber Thompson. Number 11, Eric Manella. Number 15, Eric Dyer. Number 18, Giovanni Sosa. Number 19, Greg Session. Number 21, Alison.
I'm rich.